I think the way to buff set, and I've said this a lot, and I keep saying it, higher attack speed per level, so you don't feel like you need to go with attack speed to be relevant in the mid to late game. Passive works on turrets, so he can split push better, which enables him to solo queue better, which enables him to push a lead better. Full passive on super minions. Heals for full, gets reduced cooldown when you auto them or ability them, so he can kill turrets better. I think giving Aatrox anti-tank is I don't know. I'm torn on giving Aatrox anti-tank. On the one hand, I think it's a good idea. On the other hand, he does beat a lot of tanks in the laning phase. Ornn isn't normal. Ornn is an anomaly. If you disregard Ornn and you look at the other tanks, Mundo, Cho'Gath, Sion, etc., his kit does tend to perform well against them until they armor the fuck up. I don't think it's so much Aatrox needs anti-tank as bruiser items just don't scale worth a fuck, and therefore Aatrox falls off a cliff because bruiser items blow. And I think I would rather see them buff up bruiser items to be useful than buff Aatrox directly. Here's my opinion. Bramblevest should go down to 30 armor instead of 35 and should affect single target spells. So Vladimir gets affected, Rise gets affected, etc. You might wonder, well, why Rise? Well, because Rise has Ravenous Hunter, which actually heals for a lot. Sunfire Cape should build out of Aegis of the Legion instead of Chain Vest, and should give 30 armor, 30 magic resist, rather than 60 armor. That would actually help tanks a lot, especially with the upcoming buff. It would still be just a fine, powerful item into bruisers, but it would also be good into mages. I also think, yeah, Armguard needs to be desperately fucking nerfed. Landry's Torment should have its latest buff undone. I think Archangels is just incredibly, stupidly, insanely, brokenly game destroying though. What do you think of Triforce on Aatrox situationally? Has it been built in a tournament yet? Has anyone in a tournament built it yet? Anyone at all? Kitty jumps on me to jump up on my desk every time, and it's actually starting to get a little bit annoying because she has an area she can jump, and she always used to do that, and now she's jumping, and every time it's like I feel this, like every time I just feel like it's actually starting to get really annoying. How did that not pull, man? Why did he not flash that Gragas? I thought for sure when Gragas just E'd like that, I'm like, oh, he's gonna flash it, dude. No, he just stood there and took it. He was just like, I accept my fate, and died. Buddy, you want to talk about it? You okay? I mean, I don't even really... The problem I really have with the Trinity build, every time I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll try it this game. Maybe I will. I deserve that. Anytime I think about actually doing it, how do you do it? Like, how do you actually do it, though? How do you swap to it? How do you build it? Do you go Warhammer Kindle Gym and then start building Trinity? Like, how do you do it? Because that's 3,700 gold where you're sitting on Phage as your only damage. Do you just rush it? I'm not even sure you could have enough wave clear like that. Okay, let's say you finished Trinity. That seems good, right? You finished Trinity. But how do you go? How do you go from not having Trinity to having Trinity? That's 3,700 gold to pull it off. You can't just do it. You can't just be like, I'm just gonna get Trinity. You play mid better than top. I really don't. It's just a difference in the lane. In mid lane, winning mid lane means a lot more. In top lane, winning top lane means basically fuck all. So is this it? Do you go like Warhammer Kindle Gym and then you start building into the Trinity? Is that what you do? That doesn't feel particularly great. Now look how late in the game it is, and now I'm starting Trinity? Oof, you know? I mean, there's gotta be a timeout, right? Okay. I kind of want to try the Trinity this game. I also kind of don't. I kind of do. Like, it's all squishies, all low armor squishies. I feel like if I was to try Trinity, this would be the game to do it in. Especially because I'm fighting a Fiora who my Q crits won't even be hurting. Aw. Uh-oh. Trinity just doesn't do anything as of right now. Like, until I buy the Trinity, my playstyle can't change. Once I buy the Trinity, I think my playstyle can change, but before then, I'm gonna have to stick with the Q-hitting playstyle, because my autos and shit just aren't gonna do enough damage. So unlike other champions whose stinger is like this huge power spike, for Aatrox it's like dead weight. So now I've got all this gold from all this farming, it doesn't fucking do anything for me. Oh yeah, the auto attacks are buttery smooth, no doubt, but well, there goes my Trinity power spike. That's a bit disappointing, kind of annoying. Now, do I go Death Stance or do I go for Spirit Visage next? Death Stance feels a little bit squishy, but all right. This feels like this would only really work because Black Cleaver kind of sucks and Aatrox can't really stack it. That feels like the only reason, realistically, I'd be doing this build. Black Cleaver, bad. Wow, Aatrox's auto attacks really do scale with attack speed well. That's really dumb. Why do they do that? You guys remember that video where you can actually auto-cancel your shit? Well, passive attack still cancels like a motherfucker, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It's not his attack speed ratio, it's the fact that, like, for some reason, the amount of time you need to spend into an auto attack before you can Q decreases dramatically with attack speed. I don't know why, but it does. And it makes building attack speed on Aatrox bizarrely good. And I'm not saying really good, but like, it's like one of those weird things where it's like, why? Just like, why is it like that? I don't fucking know. Okay. This is what I hate about Diamond players. They don't grasp the very concept of, but what if you were pushing? It's like it just goes out. But why weren't you doing anything? Huh? No, I was playing safe. Right, but why weren't you doing anything? Right, I was playing safe. Right, but why weren't you doing anything? Well, I don't understand. I was playing safe. Right, but you weren't doing anything. Right, but I got enough. I'm trying to earn good boy points. By being safe, I'll earn good boy points. And then their team surrenders because I played so safe that they surrender, right? Jesus Christ, dude. So, do something. Why can they 4-man to a dead lane? The lane cannot be pushed. It's all the way up here, but they're 4-manning to it. Why can they do that? Because you guys aren't fucking doing anything. Seriously, it just goes beyond them. They literally can't grasp it. It's like they just can't touch it. Like, why? Why is no one here? Why are we losing vision control at the fucking dragon? Boy, this is stupid, huh? What even stunned me, man? Did we just lose? You don't ever play safe and then win. Ever. That doesn't fucking happen. I don't know why so many people try for it. Like, what is the reasoning? What is the idea? How do you play safe until you win? Diamond players literally just sit back with a lead and do nothing. And it's so hard mentally to adjust to that shit.